Good day, Randy, and welcome to your gifts reading. So, we're going to get into the possibilities, the potentials of your capabilities spiritually. Just an overview of what your strengths are and what you should work on refining, if you will. As a member of the Academy, this could be handy for you going forward because you'll know what to focus on and what not to waste your time on. I was going to do like a shufflemancy and see if I could get a song that like, right? So let me, it works when I don't look at it. Okay. Shuffle. You got, you're going to enjoy this. Rich Till I Die by Kiz Daniel. And this is an Afro Beats playlist. So immediately, I'm going to go with the ability to manifest, right? But it's ancestrally. Now, I'm about to pull up your chart, right? In the background, just because I would like to show you how that's going to show up in there. And then we're going to go from there. And you are the first person I did that shufflemancy with. I have been working on seeing the limitations or lack of limitations for how you can get an answer to a question. Like, hey, and how accurate is this system? It's been going pretty well with all the other stuff like the runes and whatnot. So Randy. My daughter's been having me watch Chucky lately, so every time I hear anything with the E at the end, I'm like, Andy. I love it so much. All right, so I said ancestral gifts, right? Coming from the bloodline. Interesting that you are the beginning of a whole new bloodline for your family. That's what your IC at the zeroth, like I say, zeroth degree is. But that energy right there, uh, your Leo energy is ruled by the fifth house. And in your fifth house is where you have your Chiron and your Virgo energy. Virgo is literally the healer energy. So immediately that's let me know that it's going to go through your children or that you will be using the gifts on your children first as a way to like solidify it, to solidify your capabilities, or for you to practice and play around and feel confident with what you want to share with the world. Because your 11th house is all you giving out, right? So I'm first going to start with the African goddess deck. And I am getting the ping that I need to put Nibiru in your chart. And that is your connection to your Anunnaki ancestors, which are the black ones. Like you can't tell by looking at any of the stuff that's up there historically, but the Anunnaki, like Inky and Lil, they look like the Predators in the Alien versus Predator franchise. That's where dreads and stuff come from the bloodline. But they blended themselves with the primates here and a couple of the other animals and created Adam and Eve, which were different shades of black. So the whole African race comes from those that are from Nibiru. And that technically is your ancestry. And look where, can't make this shit up, Randy. Look at your first house and your south node. The song you got was an Afrobeat song. Rich Till I Die. So we need to get into your abundance. I'm going to add the abundance asteroid on here. And I didn't even know that this was about to be a natal chart thing included. Like I said, thank you for volunteering or allowing me to try new things as always. This is a hybrid. Like, what is abundantia? I can't ever say that. It's abundance asteroid. Abundantia. It's like, why they put those letters together like that? Abundantia. Abundantia. I can't. Just fuck it. Just fuck it. I'm just like really like amazed. No matter how much I do this, I guess that's important. Like no matter how much you do this job, you have to stay amazed by source. Your abundance is at the first degree. The first degree is the one that rules your first house. It's the degree of self, right? Which means you are naturally abundant and it's in the sign of Libra. So you are like the fuel for abundance in your partnerships, right? But that first degree rules this first house where your Nibiru is conjunct your rising. You are a Taurus rising, sweetie. Rich till I die. So I am getting the message that we need to focus on how you can pull this in, how you can make this real for yourself, how you can understand that your gift is the ability to manifest for yourself and create so that you can have freedom to help other people. It's like for who much is required, much is given. That's what I'm getting from yours. Like you will be given a lot to make your life comfortable in order for you to comfortably provide your services to others. That 11th house being packed like that is you being a healer online or doing something that reaches a large number of people. So much of your energy is yourself, like you being your brand, mainly your Mars. Your Mars is at the 25th degree. Now that's a final of you learning how to wield your power. And in this case, within Pisces, what do I want to say for that? Because it's like your power, but it's not your power. It's your power to help other people because it's in Pisces and that's connected to the crown. So if somebody needed your assistance with healing something, you'd be able to do that for them quite easily. The areas you would have issues with would be using that stuff on yourself. And that's also a sign of that because you don't have any planets in Leo. I think that's why it's important that you have a partner that helps you to be able to focus on yourself sometimes or to see your own worth. So, what traits have the Anunnaki enabled our dear Randi with today? A great way to start the readings, just to see like that pop up in your first. What traits have the Anunnaki, royal line, by the way, imbued Randi with? Strength, fortitude. Weird shit, girl. So, I shuffle cards before I did your video. Just I've been working with the deck that me and my daughter made, right? So the card that popped out on top was chords. The one on the back is take a pause and listen, right? Chords. When I just asked what gifts they imbued you with, it says etheric chords. That's like the bloodline connection. And didn't I say royalty? Look at that. Look at those. Royalty, royal bloodlines. Their power pours through your veins. That's what I'm getting from the chords. Don't think of it as like regular chords. We're thinking about veins, your DNA, like your DNA strand chords. I got royalty inside my DNA. That's the energy coming off of this. And like even there's an ancestor with a sword there, like they back you up. So your ability to call on the Anunnaki whenever you need something done, that's there too, baby. No, you got an army behind you. You are not alone at all. Okay. First and foremost, that gift and what caught my eye, it says 27 at the top is the number, right? Look at your Pluto. So understand that your Pluto and that 27, that's your squad, that's your ancestors, that's your family. The 27th degree rules Gemini. Gemini rules your third house. And what do you have in your third house? Cancer, your family. So even when you are sharing messages, you're sharing from your bloodline to other people in your bloodline. Like you need to be talking all the time. Where's your Mercury? Yes, your Mercury is at the 29th degree next to Hecate. So you need to be talking all the time. And it's next to your moon, Cancer. You are, what I'm sensing, in charge of bringing back some of your people, bringing them back to the truth, the essence of themselves. This even feels like you might end up moving from America. So the next trait that came through, right? It's the Seven Sisters. Now, keep in mind, there's an African version of the Seven Sisters, but then there's a Pleiadian version of the Seven Sisters. So, with you being a Taurus rising, let me see if there's an asteroid for the Pleiades, because it's ruled by that. Would it be fixed star? Oh, I don't want to be small about this. I love doing your videos because I just get to scroll through stuff with you and be chill. The other ones I try to attempt to have some level of professionalism, but I feel that quickly dwindling. I just want to be a human person who has a gift to share with other people. So Pleiades is not one of the asteroid names. So let's see. Because keep in mind, this is me channeling that there is something in here that will let me know about your time in the Pleiades. Guys, help me out here. Throw me a bone. There's so much stuff on here that I know nothing about like yet. And that's exciting because like there's so much more to come. What is this? So now I gotta Google, gotta research because there is a marker for the Pleiadian constellation. Don't judge my spelling. It's not that bad. Hold on. There we go. Pleiades location. And my favorite place to look for weird stuff like this or information that you can't just pull up is Astrology King. Like that website is great. Taurus constellation. Gemini 00. So where's your, hold on, I'm getting the ping. I need to look at your Gemini 00. Is it in your first house? Yes, it is. That's great because that's a part of the Taurus constellation, which is where the Pleiades is. The 20th degree through. It doesn't even matter. Your rising is at the 20th degree. This says the 21st degree is where it starts. No, stop trying to jam up on me, Astrology King. So, voice. Also, if you come from the Pleiades, not only do you have the gift of vocality or voice that carries a frequency that triggers people, but the creativity, which is the theme of this card. So there are 7 sisters above, 7 sisters below, and then 7 sisters in the middle that just keep reoccurring. This once again feels like a bloodline gift, and that's once again because it's in your first house. Now it's conjunction Nibiru. It's not like, I mean, it is right there next to it is what it is, right? I just gotta accept that your powers are all in your front, right off top, but they're in a way that they've been hidden from you until now. But they only come out when you're using them in your career. This means like you have to sit down with yourself alone a lot. But do you inspire yourself when you're alone? These guys are supposed to be what inspire you. And I'm showing you this deck now because I'm being guided to show you this, like that you need this deck. You called upon the goddesses, and the goddesses called you. You are being called to bear witness to your own joy, magic, and power. Will you heed the call? That's what it said in the box. Crazy. You need these because if you sit and meditate with us, your ancestors will come join you and they'll give you some information that is going to help you quantum jump. Last time we talked about your business and the things you wanted to do, and you were taking a step back from making physical things. This is not about making physical things. This is about you doing like what I'm doing. It's cost free. It's almost pure profit because it's literally your mind that you're delivering to people, your words. You're not giving a physical product. And that is going to fuel you. You are going to have your ancestors pouring through to answer questions and deliver messages. Oshun popped up, man. Motivated most by water. That makes sense for all your Pisces stuff. Do you live by water now? We've had a lot of discussions about you and water too. It's like the water flows through you and it tells you tales that you're supposed to share. It's almost like you won't have to research or anything. It'll come through you and you can verify through research, just like if you need to make yourself feel sure. But the information streaming through you is true. You're always going to find out it's true. The turning point is when you accept that you're 5. Accept it so much that you show up every day. Oh, baby, your ancestors on your ass and mine. I'm girl. You don't know how much juju you have and how much energy you have supporting you. Worthiness and resistance were the last cards. Now, keep in mind, this had nothing to do with your gifts. They wanted you to know what is blocking you from that abundance. Because some point during this video, you was like, rich till I die. What is that happening? You're blocking it. They're coming to free you. The last card here was liberation. You're hiding behind a mask. That 12th house sun, you don't need to do that anymore. As a matter of fact, if you want to log into that rich till I die energy, it's time already. Align already. And that's what Beyonce song called already. It's like you've been holding back. You've been holding back because you don't know what you have to contribute. Diamond in the rough. So the person liberating you, or the ancestor liberating you, is Queen Mother Nanny. The African goddesses in this deck are all a part of your bloodline because they are all Anunnaki. And that's why you need this deck as well. So you can connect with them and what the gifts they are giving you in your bloodline. Because from what I'm seeing, you are embodying them physically. But it's like it's to clear so much generational karma. But it's like not your actual family that you have now, but like your soul family. That's why you have all those planets in your 11th house. Your contract is to tell the truth or tell answers that also liberate other people from the cages that they have been bound into. So you're not the person who's going to have content that comes from any other place. It's going to be original content. You're stepping into your 9th house energy. Where's your Jupiter? In 6th. On a day-to-day basis, you are a guru of hidden answers, hidden knowledge. The stuff that you share with people will be so triggering because somewhere in their soul they remember it, but up here they don't. But it's just the fact that, like, I remember something. I need to talk to you. I need to hire you. It's the feeling. And they'll all be your family. You're helping bring your bloodline back together. So your most powerful gift is your mind, your words, your voice, and the ability to share your frequency with other people, even through a screen. The more you share your frequency, the more you draw in. The more you take care of yourself and get into your flow, the more you'll want to share. And that also loosens up your energy. Keep in mind your Taurus. So value, how you feel about yourself is literally the thing that makes sure your abundance waver. Even with that first degree of Libra, you have to feel beautiful. You have to feel smart. You have to feel eloquent. You have to dress up when you do things. Like you can have your sermon written out, if you will. You can have like everything that you channeled and what you want to say in your content, even if you did a podcast. But you got to talk. You got to share. And you got to be present. And this is something you have to do daily. It's like your ancestors want to use you every day. And your wound is to overcome, to help other people overcome it, is feeling like nobody will understand what you have to say, or you picking apart your messages so much that you don't share them. Your Chiron is connected to your part of fortune, which triggers your Venus. And your Venus is at a Sagittarius degree, literally. You have to share your wisdom and your knowledge. Even what you're researching, what you're talking about, it doesn't have to be perfect. Take the idea of perfect out of your head. That is the block. That is the liberator. None of the people that came before you were perfect healers. There are no perfect healers, or they wouldn't be healers because you wouldn't gain the skill set you need. Bottom line. So your spiritual gifts are that your whole bloodline is standing behind you, like, because you were meant to be rich until you die. And the information that you share with other people is going to be giving their wealth back to them. You are a Harriet Tubman type energy, a liberator, I would say. And your payment is in helping the others free themselves as well. So this was all right, different. Can't wait to hear your feedback. Have a good day.